Hey guys, I'm just gonna start off with making a video of my tackle and my rods and reels. So we're gonna start out with my tackle. This is just a normal plano. Start up from the top. I've just got everything kind of scattered right now, so just fix that. And here's an umbrella rig that I have. I never really use anytime. Spider wire, first aid, excess stuff for ponds. I always have that stuff. Scale, pliers, excess words. Okay, now we're at the bottom. This is my soft plastics box. Okay, I'm just gonna name them all out. Zoom baby brush hogs, blue watermelon, power bait power worms, pumpkin seed, yum dingers watermelon seed, Gary Yamamoto the best, and red laminate shad. Zoom finesse worms and watermelon orange flake. Jackal flick shakes. Power bait crazy chigger craw. Just a green pumpkin color. Berkeley Havoc, craw fatty, and Okeechobee craw. And we got Zoom lizards and watermelon chartreuse. Well, obviously it's not chartreuse, but I just had wrong printing. Gary Yamamoto's, once again the best. Just pumpkin color. Strike King Senko's, shimmy stick. And let's get that to focus. Watermelon red and black. Some really old heart lizards that are just in some kind of yellow and pumpkin with gold flake or something like that. And then we got baby pocket craws in black and blue. Really good for jigs. Got some things that I just got at Walmart for sale. Yum. They say it's a lizard, but it's like a tadpole kind of rig. Then we got some, once again, on sale. Some things that kind of look kind of like a peanut butter and jelly color with some like a red and green flake. It's a weird color, but it's a crawdad by Yum. And then last but not least, we have the Pocket Chunk Senior and watermelon crawfish. And that's all for my soft plastics. I'm not gonna really stock up on that because obviously I've got enough for the type of stuff that I fish for. And the next box is going to be kind of an unorganized box. It just kind of has everything in it. It doesn't really have a specific kind of thing to it. Like I said, unorganized. Obviously. We've got a huge Command's wake bait right here with a little H2O shad swim bait. And we've got a Strike King Pro Model jig with a chigger craw that I took the huge antennas off of. Right there. That power bait smells horrible. Then we've got a Bandit or a Bomber. It's probably Bandit. That's trash. We've got Baby Pocket Craw for trailers. We've got a Omega custom jig here with the Pocket Chunk Senior. We've got a Rapala Countdown Senior jerkbait. Not senior, but Countdown jerkbait with a popper. And we've got a weighted spinner kind of minnow thing. But what you do is that there's a hole and you put the hole through the top and tie a treble hook to the bottom when you poke it through those two holes. And so the treble hook is right here. And yeah, it has a lot of thump to it. Colorado blade with it. So yeah. Haven't used it yet though. I haven't really had a place to use it. In that last box, we've kind of got everything to jerkbaits. Not jerkbaits, but crankbaits, jerkbaits, rod traps, and one swim bait that I will probably never, ever use. Okay, here is a Chartreuse Red Bleeding Hooks. Deep Diver. We got a Lucky Strike Rick Clun square bill crankbait. A lot of wobble to it. We've got another Lucky Strike Deep Diver and Fire Tiger attached to a Strike King 1.0 square bill crankbait. I love this crankbait. Caught a lot of fish on it. Here's a Bomber, and it is kind of like in a baby bass color. Yeah, it's in a baby bass color. It's kind of like a medium diver. Then we've got a Norman, which I do not recommend. Because I do not recommend Normans because I know they're American made, but they just, you have to tune them and they don't run straight. Like for instance, this one has an instance to run over here instead of straight, and it's just really annoying because you barely twist them and then they'll go to this side, and yeah, it's just something I don't want to mess with. Here we got an old Bandit. Obviously it's old, it's caught a lot of fish, the paint's chipped off of it, has a hook missing. I love this pearl color. It's really a good imitation for shad. We got another one of these, only not so old. Haven't even tied line onto it. Brand new. And then we've got another Bomber. Now this is a Bandit. I don't know what color this is in. Kind of a weird color, but it's a medium diver. The last two are medium divers too, but here is a Bomber fat free shad deep diving crankbait. Good look at that. It's really nice color. It's a good rattle in it. And here, I just got like a little swim bait in there. It's like, compared to my hands, yeah, it's tiny. I've only caught one fish off it, and it is like a fingerling bass. I don't even know how it saw it because I was cranking really fast. I hate all this lures junked up together. Here's a Rapala, whoa, Fire Tiger jerkbait, deep diving. And here is my favorite bandit lure color ever in the whole series, the Flaming Grape Shad. This has caught the most fish for me in my past 3 years ever in my lake. And sometimes in my lake I troll, and there's a lot of sand bass in my lake, so they school during the kind of the spring and summer times when it's getting into summer and the beginning of summer, and they school off like that, and you can just sit there and cast all day and just catch them. This year we caught a total of 173 sand bass in 3 days. So yeah, here's another bandit. It's just in like a baby bass color, medium diver. I just like this because it's like realistic, really realistic. Here's that, another pearl crankbait. You guys know I like those. And here is a very old man's walker. Well, it's really shallow, but I accidentally chipped the lip of it off. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Well, I don't know if it's cooperating or not, but I chipped the lip off of it, so you can see by casting back, and I accidentally hit a chair and it broke it off, and so it only like dive 2 centimeters. So now it's just, I use it as a wake bait, but with the lip on it works great. Here is the lure that I probably hate the most in my edition. It is the Storm Kicking Minnow Shad. This thing, probably the worst lure I've ever seen. Yeah, it looks all fine and dandy, but when you get in the water, it just goes like this. It doesn't even wobble back and forth like it should. And when you stop to let it sink, it goes like this. It like sinks down like that. It really sucks, kind of. So, yeah, I don't recommend that at all. And here, I got a lot of things at Walmart for sale, like a bunch of cotton cordels and yums. I already showed you the yums, but such as the cotton cordels. Yeah, I got a quartet here. Here's one of the cotton cordell jerkbaits that was for sale. Hold on, I gotta get the hooks undone. Oh well, who cares? Cotton cordell jerkbait, really good jerkbait. It's a shallow runner. If you jerk it real hard, it can go really deep. It's in smoky shad color. And here is a Strike King 1.5 square bill, and it is in crawdad color. Cotton cordell Row Trap, just in kind of like a shad color. I don't know what color it's in, but just shad. Here is another cotton cordell. It's in a bleeding Tennessee shad. Wobbles, they all wobble really good. And here is another cotton cordell that is in smoky shad color, red eyes. I forgot one. Here's a little bomber. It's like a wiggle work kind of thing, but it's really shallow, obviously. Never used it. I didn't find any reason to, I don't guess. But that's that. Hold on, let me put all this crap back. That's all for my crankbaits and swim baits and etc. And now we get to my rods and reels. Here's my first ever bait caster. It is a Daiwa. It's a Daiwa aired 6:4 gear ratio. I've got 13-pound strand mono on there. I got a little chug bug tied up to there. I love that lure. Great for ponds. It's got big rubber handles. I recommend this reel for beginners and beginners kind of just looking for a good medium. It's kind of a higher priced reel. It's $90, but you know, it's got a good star drag. It doesn't click. This does. This tension spool doesn't click. It's magnetic, so yeah, that clicks. It has 8 ball bearings plus 1 roller bearing, and it's paired up with a Bass Pro Shops cranking stick. This obviously is called cranking stick, so you'd probably know what it's for. Obviously for crankbaits. But obviously I got a chug bug tied up on there. Just has like a really fast tip, so I love it for poppers and stuff like that. I can really get a good kind of a whip with it. It is a, let's see if I can get it to focus. It's a power, it's a medium, it's a fast action. So yeah, it's my first ever bait caster. So it's a power grip. It's really good. Love it. It's not hard to click when you got a lot of tension on it. So it's got a really good star drag. You can put that thing really up tight. You will not lose a fish if you put it all the way. Here's my second bait caster that I saved up my money for. And it's kind of my heavier duty top water, spinnerbait, all that kind of stuff. Frogging. Obviously I got a frog tied up there, but it is an Abu Garcia Black Max combo. I've got 45-pound spider wire. I mean, not 45, but 65-pound spider wire tied up on there. It has a good star drag. I'm missing this tension spool, so you know, I like it really loose. So it's on halfway. It's magnetic. The only thing that I don't like about Abu Garcia's is that their gearboxes are huge. Their gearboxes are probably the biggest on the market. I mean, that thing's just huge. But the good thing that I like about it is that it's so low profile. Look at that. It fits in my palm perfectly. It's really nice and compact compared to the earlier one. And it's just really comfortable in my hand for casting long distances. It's got a long split handle, and I told you it was a combo, so it's a Black Max next generation rod, and it is, hold on a sec, mosquitoes are eating me up. Come on, focus. Focus. Oh well, I'll just read it to you. It's a 6.6 medium action rod. So, yeah. That's just it. It's really long, but one thing that I don't like about it is that if there's like a whole bunch of tension on it, it's hard to click this button. Like you can push it down, but you have to like push it down extra really hard, and sometimes I'm afraid that I'm gonna break it. It's got 5 bearings, so really sweet ride and reel. And then we get to my last reel. It's a spinning reel. Sorry about that. Gnats. It is a Daiwa shock spinning reel. I'm gonna have to put new line on it. It's crappy. Yeah, but it's a Daiwa shock. And it's paired up on a Berkley lightning rod. It is a 6-foot medium spinning. So yeah, but the only thing I don't like about this rod is that it's just like metal. It doesn't have like any clear coating in it. It's just metal, straight metal. And it kind of doesn't do well with mono, so I think I'm gonna have to put like, I think I'm gonna just have to put like 20-pound braid on it or something, because that's all I got. But otherwise, yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, well, that's all my stuff, and I got a new rod. Hold on a sec. Walk over here. I have a new rod that my aunt gave me. It's a Topwater All-Star 6-foot medium fast action, but it's kind of stiff for fast, but I just think that it could be good for Topwater, as I showed you with my cranking stick. But I think I should have one for a Topwater instead and have one for crankbait. And the good thing about this is I can walk the dog easier with it, because it has a short handle than my big heavy duty one. So I will use my heavy duty one for frogging, period. Frogging's not really a small kind of thing to mess with. So oh, and comment on what reel you think I should get for this rod. I haven't really thought about it, and I just want you to know what reel can cast far is under 70 bucks, and it's just really durable and low profile. So please comment, rate, and subscribe, and have a nice day.